All right, so what does that verse mean? And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. Now that's implying that once they took that knowledge of good and evil, the apple, that then their eyes were opened, and that they perceived that they were naked previously, before they ate of that apple. Now, that could not be further from the truth. The actuality is that we're not talking about clothing like so many people so ferociously want to believe. They want to just thump the Bible and believe that it's just has to be taken for its literal translation. And you are so wrong. You are so wrong. And I have no problem in telling you that. I'm about speaking the truth. And if the truth is that you're wrong, well, that's what I'm going to speak. So we have before us the truth of the matter and the real revelation of understanding of what that verse is all about. And ironically enough, it comes from the Bible. The Bible gives us the very truth that what we're dealing with is symbolic and that it is not a literal interpretation to be had. We are in chapter 5 of the 2 Corinthians, and we're going to be reading verses 1 through 7. Listen very closely. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God, an house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. If so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life. Now he that hath wrought us for the selfsame thing is God, who also hath given unto us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore we are always confident, knowing that, whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith, not by sight. My friends, that is some of the most incredible, beautiful, telling scripture that currently I might have ever laid eyes upon from the Hebrew Bible. Now let me explain to you exactly what this means, and it'll explain exactly what's taken place in Genesis. The beginning says, For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. This earthly tabernacle is the material flesh, the material reality, the tabernacle in which we all dwell. We have a building of God, a reality with God, and a house not made with hands, a reality not constructed with hands, but yet this one comes from the eternal in the heavens. Verse 2, For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. For this we groan, which means that is the supreme goal, to be clothed upon this reality which comes from heaven, this tabernacle in which we dwell in. Number 3, if so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. I'll be back.